All
All right, we are back with Becky Sharon. She's a brain health coach at Regain Your Brain, and we have been talking about the 5 steps to get anything that you want.
anything.
Sounds too good to be true.
Sounds like a miracle.
I love it. So we're on step 3, but can you remind us what step 1 and step 2 are?
I can. So, step one, know what you want. Know
Boom.
what it feels like
Easier said than done.
sometimes. So, step two, know what you don't want and
Well,
how that
that's
feels.
a lot easier to know.
It is a lot easier to know. Usually, whatever you don't want, whatever's left is what maybe you do want.
Right, exactly.
But we're doing 5 steps.
Yep,
So, we've only done 2.
I know.
Oh no, there's
So we
one.
don't have
Step
anything we
3.
want yet.
Huh. So step 3 is 2-part.
What is it?
Feed what you want and starve what you don't want.
We're gonna need an example, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So tell me what you want, like with passion and energy. What does it feel like?
With passion and energy, what do I want? All right, let's say, let's do like a sales goal.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
So my sales goal is 75 units sold for 2021.
Okay, great.
Yes.
75 units sold. And so if you're going to feed what you want, what do the units look like? What's the dollar amount? What's the commission? Anything that feeds that.
Got
Like
it.
the
So
bigger and
it
bolder.
could be like average sales price of 250,000 in Deer Park, Kenwood, Independence, Pleasant Ridge, like that.
Okay, and so do you know what those houses would look like?
Yeah.
Like you know when you call them? Okay.
Yep.
So you have that picture and you can really get excited because are there a lot of those houses?
I mean, I guess a lot is like kind of relative.
Okay. How does it feel? Like how would you know?
I mean, there's enough to do what we want for sure. Like this, it's a reasonable goal.
Okay. So is reasonable exciting?
No.
No.
I mean, unreasonable is definitely not exciting. So by
Right?
default, is reasonable exciting? Maybe.
Maybe, but how could you get it so you know, that's it, I can do it, like you feed it, like it, you get so excited about it that you just know, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
And you
that, I
keep,
don't, there's no doubt. I know. I know based on like past experience. Like I
okay.
know that that's obtainable because I've done it so many times. Like I have no worry about
So,
it.
so does it feel easy?
It feels easy. Yeah.
Okay. So feeding it, going, this is easy. It's whatever it feels like for you, right? So
Yeah.
you go, oh, this is easy. I can do that. That's
Yeah.
easy. I know how to do that. So really
Right.
just like I've done it so many times before.
Right.
Look at how many times I've done it.
Yeah.
Every, for 5 years I've done that or whatever the number is.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to feed it. Whatever it is for you, not for me or somebody else, is
Okay.
how do you know? So you
Okay.
know because it's easy.
I know
That's
because
easy.
I've done it
You've
before.
done it. That's easy. So is there any doubt? Yeah, buts. Or I don't know. That comes
No.
up. No.
No.
Okay. What don't you want?
What don't I want as
Like,
related to that?
right.
I don't want to like get listings like outside of where I want to work.
Okay. Okay. So you want to make sure you're in those certain areas, Deer Park,
Or like,
whatever.
yeah,
So,
like in an, yeah, like ish. But yeah, like I don't want to go like above Liberty Township. I don't want to
and
like
how do you
really
get those people? How do you get those leads?
calling. Yeah.
Calling?
Or, yeah, cold calling or sphere.
Cold calling.
Hmm.
Okay, so you get a list. Say somebody mixes in, the zip codes, where they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So if something comes across that's not it, what would you do?
I would refer it out, or I
Okay.
wouldn't call it.
Wouldn't call it, right? You
Yeah.
just wouldn't even put the energy to it. Just
Yeah.
pass, done, pass, go to the next, right?
Right. I mean, there are some neighborhoods that I don't call because I just don't even want to deal with it.
Okay. So how can you make that so easy? How could you make it easier?
Could I make it easier?
To get what you want or eliminate what you don't want?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. So that's a good question to ask. How can I make it easier? Even
Yeah.
if you don't know the answer, that's a good question. I'm going to make it easier. Okay. And just leave it out there. I'm going to make
Yeah.
it easier.
I mean, I think in general, especially when you're doing like cold calling or whatever, or working on a task, I think in general it's easier if there's like, if you can like amp up the intensity and the focus around it. So like in order to do that, because then there's an energy around that. So like if
Right.
I'm making calls and I know like, okay, I got to get a certain amount of calls within this hour block or 50-minute block or whatever, and I need to set this appointment, I know my numbers and I'm like only a call away from setting an appointment, then like I'll be more like energetic about doing it.
Okay. So you can envision how many, do you know how many calls? I mean, is that something you can tell me?
Sure. So it's like 30 calls
30 calls,
will lead us to 2 appointments.
2 appointments. Okay,
Not
great.
30 contacts. Yeah.
30 contacts. We'll leave 2 appointments. Okay.
Mhm.
And it takes about how long on average to do that?
That's about 3-ish hours, 3 or 4
Okay.
hours.
So
Yeah.
you could actually take a calendar and put the 3 hours in each one
Right.
and put your two,
Right.
and have that vision right there, like on
Right.
a calendar right in front of you, right?
Right. And
So if
just
you
fill it
could,
up.
and fill it up. And
Yeah.
so that picture would be feeding, because when you look at it, it's like visually clear. It's super clear,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then you could have something at the bottom of that that's dollars or
Right.
gold or a blue star, green star, whatever. Or you could have the stars that you put right on them when you do it.
Right.
But something visual feeds that.
That
So
makes
then
sense.
when a number comes up there, they don't answer or they answer and they
Doesn't
hang up.
matter.
Who cares? You're after
Yeah.
that. You just keep that right in front of you.
Right.
Feeds what you don't want. And then when you start what you don't want, you just actually just have a way to just go right past it. Like it doesn't stop you. It's just like
I get a little like when I see like neighborhoods that I don't want to call or like price points, I'm like, because sometimes there's like a bunch in a row.
okay, but it takes 30 contacts.
Yes.
So if it takes 30 to get two, each one you get is one of the 30, right?
Right.
And you get to the 30. You have so many that get you to 30.
Right.
So each one, so maybe you need the number for that. Those are each ones, because then it's like you're crossing out as you go. You're still feeding what you want and you're not getting pulled away. Like it's just part of it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that still gets me what I want. You almost turn what you don't want into what you want. Like
I was thinking too, if I'm not going to call those, I could probably change the criteria to take those out.
And that's another way to do it, right?
Yeah, if I'm not going to deal with it, then why even look at it?
Yeah, why do it? Make it faster.
Yeah.
That'll eliminate the number of calls.
Right.
So then you just made it faster. That would be more exciting, right?
Yeah, it would be more
You could eliminate those. So the whole part of it is the same thing. When you want to get to that emotion, the more you feel that emotion of success, of getting what you want, the more you can envision it, the faster you get there, the better you feel. And the other stuff just goes right through you, like passes through you.
Well, what's 4 and 5?
I know, that's coming up. You gotta get this ready. You gotta do 3 first. You gotta get ready. You get going. Feed what you want. How are you gonna feed it? You don't want to skip a step.
No.
You gotta start at the beginning.
Yeah. I wonder if we should do another example, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
When do you like, so when you get excited about what you want
Uh-huh.
and when do you feel it? Do you have a certain time of day that it really is easy to get excited? Like it feels better a certain time of day?
It's easier in the morning
Okay. So it's easier in the morning. And why is it easier in the morning for you?
because nobody's called me.
Because nobody's called you, because you can get it done,
Yeah.
right? You
It's like
can free
no
up the rest of your
distractions.
day.
It's like no, I can't even like really do anything other than whatever it is. Like,
Right. So if you set it up, like you decided you were going to do, you had a time, you were going to start at whatever time. It
mhm,
takes 3 hours. What time are you going to start?
8.
8, 9. So 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So then what are you going to do? What
After
fun,
11.
if you accomplish your goal, what's going to be fun? What is your reward?
Oh, just like maybe taking a walk outside.
Would that be fun?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
As long as
So
it's warm, not if it's cold.
that is cool. So one thing is you could create a reward,
Mhm.
a daily reward, because you'd be feeding what you want, and then you would add that excitement that you actually did it. Oh my
We
gosh,
always
I'm
do
getting close.
punishments.
So punishment, what does punishment do? If you're punishing somebody for something, what are you punishing them for?
Well, it seems like the punishments like cause the activities to get the result. So like if I know that I need to make a certain number of contacts in order to get what I want, then the punishment would be built around not making those contacts. But if the punishment is so great, like I will make the contacts no matter what.
So that is a belief,
Yeah.
right? And we talked about beliefs, right? But and it's true, except what's the long-term effect? Is it the truth? In other words, it's true what you're saying. It
Hmm.
could actually create that you're going to do it next time. But how are you going to feel about that?
Well, I'll feel happy about the result.
But how are you going to feel about the punishment?
I don't ever get punished
But see, why don't you ever get punished?
because I would make the punishment so hard that I just do the work.
Right. So you actually don't put energy in the punishment, do you?
I
There's no
mean, no,
energy.
I make it so hard it doesn't even matter. Like I'm not doing it.
Consider that, also there's probably an ad that you know so well that this can be done. Why waste your energy and
Mm.
time and focus?
Hmm.
It's going to take away from what you're going after, isn't it?
Right.
So
Yeah.
like when you paid off your mortgages,
Hmm.
you set that out there, you could have waited to move. You still would have accomplished it, but would have taken longer time,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So the idea is to really think about, if I'm not making that goal clear enough, strong enough, exciting enough. Like we get to choose. Would you
Yeah.
rather be, our default is pain, but think of, our default is, oh, well, we should be punished if we don't. But many times the punishment just focuses us on
Yeah,
negativity
because
and
there was like no punishment in that. Well, there was, ended up being a punishment because of where I lived, where I chose to live. But but there was no punishment. The goal was like of just there was positive. There was nothing like if you didn't do it, then
yeah, what happens when, like, if you tell a dog no, and you keep saying no to the dog, what happens to that dog?
they get a little like like shy,
Timid,
like they yeah,
timid. So it actually
sketchy. They're like get scared. Yeah.
right. So conceivably, and
Mhm.
that's what I think actually happens, is we don't get clear enough. We don't see it in such a way that is possible. We have yeah buts that we are not willing to bring out, that allows us to focus on a punishment or what we believe we're not enough of.
Mhm.
Because if we if we don't have clear enough that we can do it, we know we
Yeah.
can do it. Not doing it and being punished for it, even if you do the punishment, just focuses more energy on it. It doesn't get you where you want to be.
Right. That makes sense.
So it's really the exercise of what would make it so powerful that you just know you'll get there. Now, it may take baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
It may take one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get to knowing your numbers. They weren't that the very first time you did it, right?
No.
No. So the first goal may be every single day I contact 2 people. I call until I contact 2 people.
Yeah.
And that's a win.
Yeah.
Because how many people that are realtors actually really contact people 5 days in a row?
Not many.
So what would significance of somebody doing that 5 days in a row? What would the significance be?
It'll be great. They're building like a pattern for themselves.
Right. They would be the beginning of a huge pattern.
Right.
And that's a win. That's exciting, right? And then you don't go from 2 to 30. You go from 2 to 3. And you do that for 5 days. Or maybe 10.
Those are like micro wins. Yeah. I mean, you could go to 10. It depends on the person, I guess.
I mean, 10 days. I'm saying 10 days.
Yeah,
like 3 people for 10 days.
Yeah.
Because the reality is we think they hear you and you've been doing this for such a long time and you know your numbers, they think that should be them or better.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow that didn't take years upon years upon years.
Right.
And relentless calling. You have been calling and cold calling since you've been out of college.
Yeah, true.
I mean, your whole...
Which isn't that long ago, Mom. I'm just kidding.
Your entire career has been that.
Yes.
So what gets in the way is that we want to jump. We want to jump to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Because
I thought that's what we were doing.
Right. No, we're doing the mountain and we're having fun doing it because we
geez.
Get there.
Can I fly a helicopter to get up there?
You can jump after you get your consistency. Consistency matters. Consistency matters more so than the numbers. Consistency matters. If it happens every single day, would you rather have a penny every day for 30 days or for me to give you $1 million?
Yeah, I've heard this. It's the math is the penny.
The math is a penny every day for 30 days and you make like 1.8. I don't know.
Well, it like doubles or there's like a little extra piece in there, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's the power of compounding. Yeah. Consistency matters. That's our biggest mistake. We have this goal and then we go, okay, well, so this is how I have to get there. So I have to do that today. No, you have to create the consistency to get there and then you'll get there faster than you ever thought was possible.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're feeding what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want.
Well, and that's kind of like what we talked about in the first one because it was faster. Like I was able to get to the goal like faster than I thought. Than the plan had laid out.
Right. So maybe, you want to know where you want to go and you want to see it, but you might have to start doing micro consistent wins to see it clear enough to get the feeling so succinct that you actually know.
That's like building up the confidence around the ability to do it.
Right.
Okay.
But I bet there isn't anybody that thinks, is there anybody you've ever coached or talked to that thinks they can't contact one person in a day?
No, they all can do it. Yeah, they all say they can do it.
They can do it?
But then they don't.
Right, but they didn't get it clear enough what they wanted, right? What did they want?
They want like a sale, they want a business, they want
a sale, and what does a sale feel like?
Right.
What is a sale? What does it look like?
Right.
Why do they want it?
Right.
What is success? Like really getting focused. It's still, I think what you were saying really is that we think we know what we want, but what you said at the very beginning is really true. Most of the time we know what we don't want.
Yeah.
And that's what we focus on without even realizing it.
Yeah.
We keep focusing on what we don't
but to your point, it's because it's clear.
Right. Very clear. We know we can't do it, man. We don't do it. We know we can't contact people. We don't.
Right.
It's very clear on the actions. And then that's what we know.
Right.
So if we know that, why would we do something different?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And
Gosh,
it's so powerful.
Yeah.
Right?
If somebody wanted to like reach out and kind of flesh this out, because I think like a benefit would be to be having somebody ask you questions, right? So if you say like, if I say this is what I want, and then you say like, why? What does it feel like? Like it's easier if there's somebody else.
It is. It helps to say it out loud where somebody's listening and can ask
Right.
you questions, right?
Right.
So yeah, anybody can contact me, 859-992-4361. Call me or text me and let's have a conversation. It takes 5 minutes to really
That's it.
get clear. To get clear. You can get clear on what you don't want pretty darn easy.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with what you want.
Nice.
It's really cool.
That's
And
awesome.
it's so powerful. And we get hung up in our head. We get hung up in the words in our head.
Yeah.
But you see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
When you do it. So it's so cool to be focused. Like when you're the brightness in your eyes, when you actually accomplish that.
Yeah.
Like it really didn't feel like a punishment living
No.
there.
It didn't really.
Yeah. It's like,
well, it's actually just because it's such a good story.
Right. It's a great story. When you get what you want and you bypass those other things, it's a great story.
Yeah.
Everybody has those stories in their life.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We just don't always, we tend to not look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, we get a lot of input of that's not possible, but it is possible. We do it every single day. And the only person that can make that happen is you. You have your power inside of you. When you really dream and get it out there, you're the one that can do it. And it's like a superpower.
Well, you're the only one that can. Yeah, that makes sense. You're the only one that can.
Right.
Well, let's wrap up. Can you just review quickly the 3 steps again? What are they?
I can.
So far, 3 of 5.
3 out of 5, right? Know what you want and know what it feels like.
Yes.
See the sparkle in your eyes. Know what you don't want and know what that experience is. Feel the heaviness. Where do you feel it in your body? And then feed what you want.
Yes.
Feed it.
Yes.
Feed it. You need to feed it every day. You need to feed it by meals. You don't need to feed it one meal and think it's going to get there. You need lots of meals. You need nutrition. You need to
It's
feed
hungry.
that nutrition. It's hungry. It needs nutrition. It needs consistency. And then let go of what you don't want. Just don't feed it.
I think it's also thirsty. It needs tequila.
No,
no, I'm just kidding. Needs White Claw. No, I'm kidding.
But really, think about it in nutrition. Think how good when you move. It's just like taking a walk. Like actually walking outside feels good.
Yeah.
When you start feeding what you want, it feels good.
Feels great.
You get that feeling, and it's not heavy. It's not heavy. It's so cool.
Right.
All those little bits. We put
That's
way
awesome.
too much significance. You're awesome.
Well, you're awesome. Thanks a lot for coming back on and getting us one step closer. We're so close.
So close. This is a big one. People get past this one, and it is amazing how fast.
And I think it's important to get a partner, reach out to you or reach out to somebody where they can literally look at you and see something change, and then you've gotten there. Yeah.
When your eyes light up and
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.